you
Yes,
know.
thank you. Well, you know, if they poured all the money in the world into it, they might find an answer a lot faster. And you know what the competition is out there for research dollars. However, let me tell you, I did recently see a special on PBS, and if you can catch it, that's great because I learned a lot from that. There was a woman whose mother had developed Alzheimer's at 60, and she was in her 40s, and she was very concerned that she might develop it as well since mom had it, somebody else in the family had it. So she did enroll in something called a clinical trial. And there are many, many, many clinical trials out there. And some of these, most of these sites that I gave you as resources will tell you about clinical trials that are going on that you can join. And what they did with this particular younger woman is that they took blood from her. They compared her genes to whether or not, you know, her mother's genes and whether she had the same genes or not, which unfortunately she did. And but that was in a way it was like the good news and the bad news. The bad news was she's in her 40s and she finds out she had the gene for Alzheimer's. The good news is that they could start treating her in a clinical trial. And a clinical trial means that some of the people in the study, some of the groups in the study get the medication, the experimental medication, the research medication, and part of the group doesn't, but they don't know which group gets it and which group doesn't get it. So even though she was part of the study and was being given something, it could have been a sugar pill. She would not know. And because the disease takes so long to develop, they won't know for another 5 or 10 years in terms of research. She'll have to be followed all that time, whether or not they'll be able to help her or not from getting Alzheimer's like her mom did at age 60.